Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome into the EVES auction room here, where dreams come true and regret is avoidable. Regret is avoidable, and the only way you avoid that today is by putting your hands up and bidding. How many people have never bid at an auction? Just show of hands. Yeah, see, that's all you got to do. It wasn't hard. That's all you have to do is just put your hand up like that. My name's Grant. My role is to simply facilitate proceedings here today, and of course I coattail the good work of our wonderful team at EVES out there. It's nice to see people smiling, so we always try and start off with something to get a smile going. I'm sure look after all the technology, and I'm going to offer you the first half a dozen properties, then I'm going to hand over to Jordan Silbright, my fellow auctioneer, to offer you the remaining 6 properties. Those folks you see across the bottom of the screen there, Louise, Mark, there's Karen that's just walked in here now, and Craig, they are here today. Our management team, they are also what I call my negotiation team. If your bids don't take me to the seller's reserve price, we'll pause the auction, we'll give you that opportunity to head off into one of the side rooms and give you the opportunity to keep discussing with our sellers here today and see if we can help you purchase the property here, and the team will step in and help you do that. We'll just carry on, and Jordan and I will carry on and just keep offering the rest of the properties, because we know everybody is, like our EVES team, extremely busy out there in the marketplace. Just be aware though, folks, if you don't reach agreement today with our vendors and the auction gets closed, then anybody can come forward with an offer, and that does include conditional buyers. And I can tell you now, our market is running very, very hot with conditional buyers. So I've already just heard this morning about some people that bid at an auction last week and it didn't conclude things. They went back to the vendors yesterday, and the property was already under contract. So just be aware that that is happening out there in the marketplace. Give it your best shot here this afternoon. Just going to quickly run through some documentation just to dot the I's and cross the T's of our wonderful work of our salespeople. Of course, you bid and buy on the basis we've provided you with the buyers and sellers guide. If you haven't got one yet, they are on the stand that you passed as you walked in the back door into the auction room. Also in that stand, folks, is finalised copies of the contract of sale that we work to. That's been circulated in draft form, as you see there on the screen. By way of any bidding, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood and accept that contract, and finalised copies are also in that stand. If there's been any changes to them, we will alert you to that prior to your bidding, but I know our wonderful salespeople will have already informed you of those amendments. Just in terms of what you see up there in blue on the screen there, folks, that's a reprint of the conduct of auction off the front page there. Again, don't expect you to read it. But again, bidding on the basis that you've read and understood that, and I confirm and just remind you of a couple of very important points. One is vendor bidding. Nothing to be afraid of as far as vendor bids are concerned. There's a bit of a myth still out there in the marketplace that vendor bids are used by the auctioneer to push the price up. That's an absolute load of rubbish. Vendor bids are only ever used below the seller's reserve price. We only use them if we've only got one person that's participating in the auction, and that is working alongside you, working with you to get you to what I call the negotiating platform. That is a level where the vendors are prepared to have those discussions continued with you to see if we can help you purchase the property. Never ever used above the reserve price or at the reserve price, and we will disclose all vendor bids to you very clearly. Funnily enough, we'll actually use the words vendor bid or the bids with me. So the other thing I just want to remind you of, just before you go racing out the door and commencing your celebrations, a little bit of documentation to tend to. Signature on the contract, payment of the deposit. Just 10% of the purchase price, that's all we require today, and our salespeople can assist you in doing that electronically out there at reception, or indeed that must be done by 5 p.m. Tomorrow afternoon. So that's all I really need to remind you about. Just welcoming our viewers watching via the live stream as well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome into the EVES auction room. Happy to answer any questions at this junction, folks, before we press on and give you our first offering. No questions? Excellent. So the first one, folks, is 13 Barbara Road. Now, Shane and Debbie Laidlaw, they were marketing that this property done an outstanding job out there in the marketplace. This option has actually been brought forward, so I'm not going to go through anything else other than just remind you of 2 important points regarding what I spoke about briefly about vendor bidding. You don't have to, that does not apply to this property. There will be no vendor bidding. The property is in contract. The property is going to be sold in the next few moments. I will disclose to you what the level of the pre-auction offer is, and then I will invite any bids over that level and give you the opportunity to purchase the property here today. So Shane and Debbie aren't able to be with us today, feeling a little bit under the weather, so we like to keep everybody nice and safe. They'll be watching over the live stream. Hope you guys get well very soon. So 13 Barbara Grove, if you enjoy somewhere entertaining, you'll enjoy the generous sized deck for your family gatherings and those fun times with friends and family. You see it up there on the screen there. Looking at the legal aspects of it, it's a freehold estate, 470 square metres of land, more or less is what's on offer. All described in a record of title SA 49D folio 555 at the South Auckland Registry Office. We do have registered telephone bidders on this property. Richard right at the back of the room there on the telephone with our telephone bidder. Our settlement date is 20 days from today's date. By my calculation, that takes you through to the 19th of July. Just some extra clauses we need to remind you about, folks. As the purchasers acknowledge that you've been fully informed that a building consent and or code compliance certificate has not been issued for the conservatory in accordance with the Building Act. Therefore, clause 9.35, 9.36 and 9.4 do not apply. That is only to that subject non-permanent work. And clause 24, the vendors having not been in occupation of the property make no warranty as to the serviceability of the fixtures, fittings and chattels. Other than that, that's all you have to worry about as far as this property is concerned. So just a quick reminder of the chattels list, no changes, that's all as circulated out there, and a few reminders as to why you should really bid and buy this property and why we are here today and not the 27th of July when the original auction was scheduled for. Timber walls, well, that's an absolute bonus for this type of property, making it a great rental investment opportunity as well. And it's, they're well underway with some refreshing and revitalising as well, as you see there on the screen there, looking very inviting indeed. There's still plenty of scope for new owners to add your own personal touch in the property as well. First home buyers, well, this home will be an absolute delight for you to enjoy your lifestyle ahead. But investors, well, you could be a little bit like the cat that got the cream with this one, because you can expect the return of somewhere in the vicinity of $600 to $620 per week for this one, so you do the calculations on that. It's a freehold title, as I mentioned. That's the best class of ownership you can buy in New Zealand. You've got the carport, the shed to store all your stuff, and of course a very short stroll to the beach, and the reserve walkway is not too far away indeed. Like I said, the auction has been brought forward. The owners are in contract. That contract was signed at $785,000. I'll take any bids over $785,000 if you wish to purchase the property. Perhaps $790 would be a good strategic move. Anything over $785. Take a single if it's going to help. A little bit rich for them there, Richard? A little bit rich. A little bit rich? Okay, so here's your opportunity. I'll call it 3 times, otherwise the property's sold. Once, twice, third, final opportunity. Well, there'll be no further bids now, folks. I now declare the property sold. $785,000. Congratulations to our sellers, and of course, congratulations to our buyers that have got the pre-auction contract. You're going to have some wonderful times in your new home at Barbara Road. Right, moving on to our second one for the afternoon, folks. 641 Pyes Pa Road, Chambasuri. Certainly doesn't need any introduction in the real estate market. She's been around a long, long time. And in fact, I reckon, Chanda, there's probably not a home in Tauranga that you've never been into. That's how experienced this lady is. So she's a little dynamite gen over here as our Chanda working out of our Cameron Road office. So the tranquil oasis near town is 641 Pyes Pa Road. It's the first time this property has been on the market since 1990. So it's an absolute brilliant lifestyle property for you folks. If your kids and that want to have some fun times and maybe run a few animals and that sort of thing, you've got a great parcel of land there, 5,244 square metres. So you can just say, they can have all the animals they like there. Just don't let them do what I did when I was a young fellow. I was working in a zoo and I got fired. I didn't think that was very fair because I was I'm only doing what I was told, because you walk around the zoo and there's all these signs out there saying, please do not feed the animals, so I didn't. What's that all about? Don't let your kids do that when they're running their animals on 641 Pyes Pa Road, folks. The legal aspects of the property, as I said, a freehold estate, record of title 45C, folio 717, describes all the legal aspects of it, and again confirming 5,244 square metres of land. Friday the 18th of August is the date that's been set down for this one. There was some documentation circulated saying 45 days from today's date. That's been amended. It's now Friday the 18th of August. Just a quick reminder of the clause in the contract. The purchaser acknowledges and accepts that the construction of the sheds of the property may have been undertaken without obtaining the necessary consent, permit or code compliance certificate. Therefore, the vendor warranties and undertakings in clause 9 do not apply to the sheds. Just making sure that you're all 100% aware of that. Talking about 100%, Chano, I know it will be 100% correct. Chancellors, no changes? All that's circulated there. So you've got a custom-built country-style home here, folks. You've got that modern galley kitchen there with ample storage. You've got the large workshop. You've got that storage shed I made reference to. So there are certainly plenty of facilities on site there at 641 Pyes Pa Road. It's a practical, single-level family functional home here that you are going to absolutely enjoy. You've got that northerly sun that just blazes on you from dawn till dusk. And of course the covered patio if you want to extend your outdoor living times as well. You've got the covered orchid house with the irrigation, you've got the fruit trees, you've got the manicured garden, and of course nice and conveniently located to the Tauranga crossing where you can give your credit card an absolute hiding and get whatever you like. You don't have to come all the way into town. So in your hand buyers, 641 Pyes Pa Road, who says go on this one, and what might your quantum be? That's your figure. I know you guys know what quantum is. Where would you like to start me away? That's 900. Somebody start me away at 900,000. I know we've got interest in the property. 900, we're underway now. Thank you. Seated in the centre of the auction room here at $900,000. We're travelling $25,000 rises for a property of this calibre in this location. At $900,000, seeking a 25 rise. Let's go there quickly now, folks. First call now at 900,000, chasing down that 25 rise. Second time, third. Last opportunity for you to join us. Happy to work alongside you then, folks. 925 with me. Vendor bid at this point in time, making it 950 if you will. At $925,000, just got you on the bike and pedaling away there, heading towards ownership now. $925,000, make it 950 if you will. That's where we need to be. Away from the property's value at this point in time. Quick decision's a good decision. Yep, 950 it is. $950,000. Thank you. Appreciate you working with me now. Still chasing that 25,000 rise. At $950,000, 75 is the next strategic move. Who goes there? First call. Second time. Third. Last opportunity for you. Okay, just still working alongside you folks at 975. It's with me. Won't be doing any further vendor bidding. Take me to $1 million. We'll pause, give you the opportunity to discuss with our seller. At $975,000, be clear, it's a vendor bid, just working alongside you to get you to that negotiating platform. You can talk to our sellers, provided there's no further bidding. 975. Just need the nod of the head, wink of the eye, don't be shy. Yep, at $1 million even we go. At $1 million even, I call it 3 times. If you are here for this one, folks, you need to make it known now. Otherwise, we pause and discuss with our bidder in the centre of the room. First call now at $1 million. Second time. Third. Last opportunity. Craig, seated in the centre of the room at $1 million. So you see if you can help them, please. Alright, those negotiations will continue, as I mentioned in my preamble, folks. So we'll press on. 14A Boyd Street is our next one. Colin Stewart Road. He needs no introduction in this wonderful Katikati market as well. You do a great job up there, Colin, and it's always a pleasure having you down here in the auction room calling your options, because we know that you've done everything and left no stone opportunity to finding a buyer for this property here. So in particular, this one, folks, you've got two offerings. You've got 14A and 14B. I'm going to do 14A first. It's the largest of the 3 units in the complex. And this particular one, if you are investors, is returning $480 a week. So your chance of buying 2 of the 3 units in this complex are right here before your very eyes. That's a great opportunity going forward, because undoubtedly that third one will come available at some stage, and then you'll have the whole lot. So looking at the legal aspects of it, SA 22C folio 1063 confirms the property as a cross-lease freehold. Now the 4th of October 2023 is our settlement date, and have a bit of flexibility around that as well there.
That's mainly
certain
90 days notice.
Yep. So it could be earlier.
If they want to.
Okay. So if you go out to the 4th of October, well, that's National Poets Day. That'd suit you, Colin. You'd be a trouble. You probably don't even know it yet. But
no, the ones I know I can't move back.
You're probably a little bit like me with my military background. What goes on tour stays on tour. I know exactly what you mean. Right, back to business. Channels list. Any changes to what's been circulated out there? No, all is circulated. So there you go, folks. You've got this one here. It's got that nicely renovated kitchen. You've got plenty of bench space throughout the home as well. Nice big pantry. It's easy to bring the groceries in and from the internal access garage from this one. No need to get out in the inclement weather and everything. Drive in and do it pretty much straight out of the garage and into the big pantry. You've got the rural economy views from the open plan living and dining area as well. That's got to be an added bonus. The north-facing windows and the ranch slider, well, they just fill the room with absolute natural light during the daylight hours. You've got 3 good-sized bedrooms as well, which this one, they are good-sized too, aren't they, Colin? All 3 of them. So, and of course, located just a kilometre from town, the Uritata Domain across the road. That's home to the Friday Farmers Market, the Avocado Festival, and of course the AMP Showgrounds when the AMP show's on as well. So, great options here for you, folks. Number 14A Boyd Street. Where would you like to set the bidding alight for this one? Set the bidding alight. That's what I asked for. Quiet location, this one, isn't it, Colin?
Yeah.
These guys are going to fit in pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, it's very quite surprisingly close to the main road, but surprisingly quiet.
Yeah, absolutely. So, in your hands, guys, where do we say go? Looking for an opening bid? Once? Twice? Third time, or forever hold your peace? Okay, hold your peace. Close the auction. Okay, we're not going to hold our peace on value on this one, Colin. How much do we need, mate? $550,000. There you go, folks. $550,000 for that 3-bedroom unit and at 14A Boyd Street. We'll press straight through now and go straight through to 14B. I'm sure, yep, I knew she'd do it, see? No, she's a clever girl, this one. Okay? Almost does whatever I ask her. 14B. Now this is the middle of the 3 units in the complex. This one's a 2-beddy, but it's still got good returns and returning $450 a week. Also the cross-lease freehold, SA 22C folio 1064. The legal aspects, 4th of October settlement date on this one as well. And channels list, no changes there. No, it's still the same. So you've got the nicely renovated compact kitchen that's, and that retains the 1970s character in the home as well. Perfect fit for first home buyers to beat the investors. I can tell you now, folks, that we are starting to see investors back in the marketplace again. So first home buyers, highly recommend that you get in as soon as you possibly can, because once those investors start returning back to the market, they are going to be your competition. So get in as soon as you can. I think the other advantage of these 2 units, Colin, is they're both healthy home standards. So there you go. For investors, good tenants, they want to stay. So that's an added bonus as well. And of course, got the same outstanding facilities and location as number 14A that I just mentioned. So if you're here for this one, folks, now's the time to disclose it. And you disclose that by giving me an opening bid. That is the starting figure for you to work with. First call now. Second, last opportunity for cash. Okay, we obviously haven't got the cash for this one here today yet, Colin, but I can tell you now, mate, that once the price of this one gets out there and 14A, you're going to be swamped with inquiry and activity on these properties. How much do we need to buy this one?
This one's 450.
450. So there you go, 550 for 14A, 450 for 14B. Both properties still available. Just call the Katikati office, ask for Colin, and he'll help you from there. Thanks, Colin.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Right, moving on. Those negotiations on Pyes Pa Road are continuing. We'd like to give everybody plenty of time. They are important decisions. So, in the meantime, we'll present to you number 12, Hayden Lane, of course, marketed by Lucy Beaton and Jason Hyde-Hills, working out of our Cherrywood office. Now, this is an ideal place to call home, again, for first home buyers. I think it really does tick a nice box for the first home buyers as well. When we look at the legal aspects of it, record of title 681052, confirm it's a freehold estate, the best you can buy it in New Zealand, as I mentioned earlier with one of the earlier properties. 311 square metres of land is all you have to look after for this one. Now, there is a clause in the contract disclosing to you that one of the owners is a licensed salesperson in accordance with the Real Estate Agents Act. We need to just make sure that we disclose that to you, but of course we're humans just like you. We're allowed to have properties to live in and buy and sell as well. As long as we disclose it to you, which we've done. 95 days from today's date. That's obviously the property's rented at the moment, isn't it? So they've got a tenant in there. We can bring that forward if an investor wants to buy it, bring the settlement date forward, immediate return on your investment. There you go. Just getting the nod of approval from the guys over here, making sure that I don't do anything wrong. They always keep me on track, as does this one on my left-hand side. I feel a bit like Piggy in the middle. I can't get it wrong, can I? Hey, all you guys keep me on the straight and narrow. Designed and configured for absolute seamless living in this property, folks. So if you're looking for a comfortable lifestyle, you're certainly going to get it there here at 19 Hayden Lane. It's functional and it's certainly got a practical kitchen as well. Your food is just going to taste absolutely superb coming out of a kitchen like this. The open plan, well, that caters for conversational living as well. Connecting to that fully fenced lawn and courtyard patio, there's ample place around the property for kids to play and for you to crank up the barbecue and have a good time with mates as well. You've got the parks, you've got lakes, you've got quality shopping, all handy to home here from this location. And why would you not want this opportunity? I would suggest that this, the opportunity to buy this is probably about as rare as a rodeo ball in the china shop. They don't come very often. When they do, they make a hell of a mess. So your opportunity is to make a hell of a mess with the bidding and start me away wherever you like, folks. Here to work with you today. Cash interest? Crusades go. I wonder how long we'd have to stay here if I said, okay, nobody's out going out the door until I get a bid. Could I suggest
800.
800, even better, sir. I was going to suggest 750, but you can come to my auctions every week of your life if you like. At $800,000, and happy to work alongside you then at $800,000. Well, no, but make it nice and easy for you. At $820 now, on behalf of the vendor now, at $820, take me to $840, sir. We'll give you that opportunity to talk with our seller. At $820,000 with me on behalf of the seller now with the vendor, but at this point in time, 40, can we say?
825.
Shall we go 30, split the difference? We're already starting to become friends, so just cement the friendship. 830?
Yeah, 830.
Beautiful. Loving your work there, sir. I wish my wife would listen to me like that as well. At $830,000 over here on the left-hand side, calling for another $10,000 rise. If it's there, folks, here's your chance right here, right now. At $830,000, nearly bid down here. Entirely up to you here in the room, folks. No phone bidders registered for this one. First call out at $830,000 over here, wrap. Second time, third, last opportunity. Mark, bids over here at $830,000. Can you see if you can help the gentleman, please? You recognise this house? AA Dysart Place recognises you too, Neil, because you're the one that's been there marketing the properties weekend after weekend doing the open homes. Neil McIntosh from our, where are you from? Our Bethlehem office. I should know that. You've been there, you were there when it first opened.
No, it's the second time.
Second time, is it? Okay, so. Look, folks, 8 Dysart Place. You have got the perfect blend here of style, space, and convenience. That's what the home offers you, and that convenience comes from an absolutely outstanding sought-after location in Dysart Place. It is a cross-lease freehold. SA 51C folio 349 describes the legal aspects of the property. Now, there was a contract that was floating around that had a lengthy contract in there stating about the code compliance certificate. That clause has been removed because the code compliance certificate has now been issued. Correct. So all the I's are dotted, T's are crossed, all the boxes are ticked, and of course, Channels, any changes there, mate? No changes? Okay, and you can be in this property in just 10 working days. That's when you can have your furniture truck in the driveway here and start enjoying life at 8A Dysart Place. Now, by my reckoning, that's the 13th of July. So on that day in 1985 was the first Live Aid concert. Yeah, there's a bit of history for you. Pardon?
Makes me feel old, I remember it.
Glad you were talking about you, not me. I'm old. Gee whiz. So, have a look at this property, folks. Look what's coming up on the screen there. There you've got it. You've got that stylish new kitchen for your family, Master Chef. Well, all I can suggest is you're going to enjoy award-winning meals from your family Master Chef coming out of this kitchen. It's been renovated to a very high standard. You've got the northerly orientation. Well, that ensures a lot of sunshine for your morning coffee, right through to your wine-sipping sunsets as well. It's more like a livelihood here than a home, isn't it? It's been done so nicely and so enjoyable indeed. It's been reclad in that trusty weatherboard. All I can suggest to you folks is don't let this one slip away from you like a grease pig at the country fair. It's got to be a good buy. It's a great location. In your hands, where would you like to say go for this one? I would suggest, Neil, definitely a property worthy of the northern side of Pavilion.
Oh, I see.
But just how much more? Well, that's for you, the buyers, to determine. Looking for an opening bid now, folks? Where do we say go? First call for a start. Second, last chance for cash interest. No, we haven't got any here for this one today, Neil, so I'm going to close the auction. I'm going to hand it back to you, but I would suggest to you, mate, that I think the vendor is very realistic in their expectations for this one. Call the Bethlehem office, ask for Neil McIntosh, and he will guide you from there. I'll be back to you shortly with the result on Pyes Pa Road, 641 Pyes Pa Road, but in the meantime, I'll now hand over to my good friend and colleague, Jordan Silverwright, to call the rest of the auctions. Thank you, Graham.
Yes, well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back if you've just joined us, and well, we really do appreciate you there. I'm just here to finish off the good work and the foundation that Grant Child's just laid here on the auction floor for you, and well, we've got a few more wonderful properties up for offer here, and this one here at 18B Way Place. His team, well, they've been marketing this one here. A wonderful opportunity, really, and you're looking out across the vast array of rural landscape towards the city, harbour, mount and ocean, of course. Well, at 18B Way Place, well, that offers you full days of sunshine, of course, that wonderful aspect you've got there in a very, I'm sure you'd agree, unique setting there in Welcome Bay. To the legal description we go. It is a freehold estate being 3,032 square metres more or less. The record of title is SA70C, folio 378. Now you do have a settlement date of 20 working days from the date of sale, but with a little bit of flexibility there if you need it. Chattels list, you'll see that on the screen there, no late changes to that as I'm told, and just bring attention to clause 23.0, the as is clause there in the further terms of sale, and also note that there is that fixed term tenancy for the boathouse there under Schedule 3, but of course all as documented and distributed there. Well, the two wonderful structures here, the main house and that second unit, which is consented, of course, is that boathouse, where you can relax knowing you've got varying but equally gorgeous views from all your living spaces. Plenty of character, as you can see from the photos here. Well, it just is character, and you can just imagine all the fun that you can have with the family and friends, you know, sitting there at the bar, sipping away at a drink, however you choose to enjoy. I'd imagine a property like this where you'd be able to create some pretty good memories And well, what a fantastic location as well. The large parcel of land, well, that plays home to many fruit trees. You've got an array of local bird life and plenty of native rako as well, as you can see. There's plenty of space for parking, and well, there is potential, of course, to enhance your new lifestyle. So, ladies and gentlemen, in your hands, look for an opening bid. Start us away. Where would you like to start the bidding? 18B Way Place, and welcome, Bay. A bit quiet, silence at the moment. I can call it 3 times if you like. Once, twice, 3rd time. Okay, we'll close the option. No cash here, Owen, but a few people you've got to make some phone calls too. I'm sure it won't be too long. Wish you the best of luck on that one. Thanks, Jordan. No problem. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much again for joining us. Of course, to all of our viewers on the live stream, appreciate you tuning in, hanging in there. Maybe you've got a property coming up that you'd like to see what happens. Haven't been able to get yourself into that really highly and diligent position of being cash unconditional buyers that we have here in the auction room. That's who we treat first. And well, 34 Hayden Brook Way, Isaac Jacobs, well, smartly dressed over here to my right, and he always does such a diligent job marketing these properties, but it's hardly work when you get to turn up, work with lovely people, show lovely people through wonderful and lovely homes. And nestled here in a private and serene village exclusively designed for individuals who have exceeded 50 years or more on this planet, well, this delightful residence, it offers a safe and secure lifestyle, and it's one of the few freestanding homes in the complex not connected to another property. Yeah, so a really nice option for you there. You'll find that legal description, the unique identifier 377396. It's 213 square metres more or less of freehold land. The settlement date, well, it's 90 days from the date of sale, but again, a little bit of flexibility we can offer you there. No late changes to the chattels list that's on the screen and also distributed. And just note that clause 9.0 has been completely removed there, folks. But Isaac would make you very well aware of that. Now the property, well, that thoughtfully designed layout provides spacious and inviting atmosphere, and the open plan design, well, that's seamlessly combined with the kitchen, the dining and the living areas, so you can really make the most of your lifestyle here. A heat pump that provides sufficient heating and cooling options throughout the year, ensuring that while you enjoy here, you're very comfortable doing so. And we've all heard the saying, well, if you can't handle the heat, stay out of the kitchen. But a kitchen of this quality, I'd imagine you'll be whipping up some very nice treats indeed. Beyond the gates, well, your like-minded community, the Pyes Pa shopping centre, it's within walking distance. You've got the Tauranga crossing and the Granston village shops. Well, they're all only very short trips away. And folks, it could be all yours here. All you have to do is tell us what you'd like to pay for it. And I'll tell you if you're on the right track. We'll see if we can help you along on your journey. So as we look for an opening offer, who says go? Okay. Quiet. Once. Twice. 3rd time then. Okay, well, the motivations there, Isaac, on us will close the auction. Our instructions from our seller, they'd like to try and find that buyer out there. We'll open it to that conditional interest. We're going to price the property today.
Yes, we are going to price the property at $769,000.
There you go, folks. That's what it'll take, $769,000. Give Isaac a call. His phone will be very busy this afternoon, I imagine, with a sharp price like that. Happy to help. I wish you all the best of luck there.
Thank you.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 9 today for you. You'll see up there on the screen some wonderful twilight photography that we've got. Really brings out how great this property really is. 32 Granston Drive, Sally Blockley, Rachel Martin combining here to bring you this wonderful offering. And while it really is an entertainer's delight, it offers you fantastic outdoor living for families to enjoy together at all hours of the day. And you've got loads of space for the family to really make the most of your new surroundings. Now we'll go to legal description. It's a freehold estate, 712 square metres more or less. That's what you've got there underneath you. Your record of title, SA 64C, folio 379. Move-in day, that's 90 days from the date of sale, but again we offer you that flexibility. We work with you there should we need to. No changes to the chattels list, all was distributed. And just the further terms of sale page, folks, 23.0, the purchaser acknowledges that they've been fully informed that the building consent code compliance certificate has not been issued for the alterations of that unattached room. Clause 9.35 and 9.36 just don't apply in regards to that non-consented work there. North facing, well, you can capture all of that sunshine. Don't look outside now, it's gone for a few minutes, but I promise you it's back this afternoon, I promise. You'll find yourself enjoying absolute comfort in your modern home, and hey, if the sun doesn't come back, we'll enjoy your living room there. You've got that great open plan layout. If there's arguments over whether you're going to watch the latest Saturday blockbuster or whether you're watching the All Blacks game coming, don't stress, because you've got that separate media room as well, so there's no need for arguments when you live in such a wonderful home. You've got so many spots to relax around here, you're never far from being from the life of the party, but you can also just completely isolate yourself and enjoy some relaxation. You've even got that outdoor fire, add to the ambience under the crisp, clear sky, although I'd imagine winter's probably not when you're going to enjoy your outside area as much. Certainly compared to summer, that's when I'd be using that outdoor fire and really enjoying spending some late nights out on that patio there. The lawn, we've got plenty of that for the kids, the dog, run around, have some fun there, stretch your legs, and you're only a short drive from all your necessities of everyday life. You've got the lakes down the road there, the shopping centre, Granston Town Centre. It's all so close, folks, because you're in such a fantastic location. But I'd imagine once you live here, you're probably not going to venture out too much, because where else would you want to be? So folks, in your hands, call for you now, start us away, suggest a figure, we can start it up. Happy to work with you, you just need to tell me what you'd like to do. I'll call it 3 times if it helps. Once, twice. 3rd chance then. Okay, doesn't look like we've got the cash in the room for this one, ladies, but obviously some motivated vendors, some phone calls to make. I'm sure your phones will be ringing off the hook, very busy. Wish you the best of luck there. Any interest in the property, feel free to give Rachel or Sally a call. Happy to help you on that one there. Wish you the best of luck.
All right, back we go, folks. 641 Pyes Pa Road. We've had some discussions going on. As I said earlier, we like to give people plenty of time. They are important decisions. Sir, could you just confirm that you've amended your bid for me to $1,072,000? At $1,072,000, the heads are going north to south, tip to chest. That's the way we like them in the auction room, ma'am. Your instructions are to sell these folks at $1,072,000 or the one of a better bid. At $1,072,000, the property goes on the market. It sells to the highest bidder here today, folks. Happy to take just a single if it's there. At $1,072,000, quickly now. First call for any advance. I'll take $500 if it helps. Second, third, last chance it goes. It goes. Sold at $1,072,000. Congratulations to our buyers. You're going to have some absolute fun time at 641 Pyes Pa Road. I'll be back to you with a result on Arlee Lane as soon as I possibly can, folks.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, very big congratulations to both parties there. Really thanks to all parties, and what a great result for everyone. But hopefully a great result coming up here. What a wonderful offering we offer you here at 1299 1301 Papamoa Beach Road. Paula Milner around our Papamoa office. Not far to commute to the property from the office there, Paula, but a wonderful offering. I think we'd all agree. Plenty of opportunity here. You've got the 2 sections on the one title that combines for, like I say, a very good opportunity for new owners to add some value. With a life experienced team of archaeologists, you go looking for the bones of this beauty, or perhaps it's back to the drawing board, start again, start all over with your new plans. Well, that's what's great about opportunity. It's how you picture it that matters. The legal description will go there. It's a freehold estate, being 1,229 square metres more or less. 1,229 square metres more or less. Record of title, that's SA1D Folio 1051. Chattels, just note, as is there, and the exclusion of the SICADs there as well. You see it on the screen. Settlement date, well that's move-in day, that's when you get to take over possession there, Wednesday the 19th of July 2023, but again, a little bit of flexibility should you need to mutually agree upon that later down the track. And the further terms of sale page, 23.0, the purchaser acknowledges and accepts that they purchased the property on an as-is basis there. 24.0, the purchaser acknowledges that the swimming pool does not meet the requirements of the Building Act. Further, the swimming pool does not meet the Health Act 1956 or the Supply of Water bylaw, and you buy the property on that basis, having exercised your own due diligence on that front. 25.0, just quickly, where the vendor or the vendor's agents provided you with a limb, you of course have done your own due diligence on that front there. Now, owned by the same family for over 60 years, and you've got multiple additions to the home's character. It really adds to the character of the home. And while Paula, I'm sure if homes could tell a story, I'm sure you'd agree this one would have many to tell. Obviously our fabulous location and our wonderful family home it has been in the past there. And it's up to you whether you take advantage of that concrete slab foundation, maybe those peaks of the ocean currently offered, or just start again with your dream home. It is your dream opportunity, I'm telling you. Now what I can tell you is your new address, well, it offers you plenty. You can start your Sunday mornings with a stroll along the beach access from there, well, it's 300 metres, I think, down to the beach there. Super easy, stop in at Henry and Ted's on your way back for your morning latte, and you can enjoy the rest of your day out exploring the bay. If a tasty meal is on the cards, well, don't stress, leave the car at home. Papamoa, well, that will see you right. Gentle meander home afterwards, if you have got a very full belly like I tend to do when I go out for dinner. And you're not far from Papamoa Plaza, you've got the daily necessities there. And of course, well, if you end up utilising this wonderful property, you can be confident you've done so in a fantastic location. So ladies and gentlemen, time has come. We call for an opening bid. The 2-for-1 deal here with the two separate sections, the one title. Give you an opportunity around the room. Once, twice, third chance then. Buyers, let it be clear. Cash buyers, that's who we deal with here in the auction room. Doesn't look like we've got it here at the moment, Paula, so we'll close the auction. I know you're working with a couple of parties there. Wish you the best. I'm sure you'll be very busy this afternoon there. And all the best. If you have got interest, give Paula a call. Thank you. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, moving right along now, lot number 11 today. You'll see up here in Mount Ronganili on a sunny day, it's hard to beat. And at 48 Concord Avenue, Sam, an absolute pleasure, I'm sure, taking buyers through this one here. A real attractive option for first home buyers, perhaps those moving the next run up the ladder, or investors. I'm sure you'd agree, a very good opportunity for them in a wonderful location. Well, the legal description, let's go there. It's a cross-lease freehold. Firstly, that estate will be simple and under the 40 share and 946 square metres, more or less. Secondly, the estate under leasehold there. The record title is SA 22A, folio 236 under that South Auckland Land Registry. Now, settlement date, not too long to wait there, folks, only 20 working days from the date of the agreement. And again, if you need to work out something after the fact, well, you bid on the 20 working days, but there is some flexibility there should you need it. And the further terms of the sale, page 23.0, clause 9.31 of the general terms are varied in the extent that the vendor and occupation of the property just makes no warranty as to the serviceability of the chattels and all the fixtures, fittings, etc. there. Of course, you do your due diligence there and you buy on that basis. But you've got compact and convenient living here. The open plan, dining and kitchen, well, you'll enjoy all day sunshine there, making it the sort of home you can absolutely look forward to coming home to after a busy day in the office. And when sunshine hours are slightly shorter, like we're seeing at the moment, well, your home still remains nice and cosy and warm. You've got that wall-mounted heat pump, so you can dictate the climate all year round. But let's be honest, when you live in Mount Maunganui, the climate's hardly awful, is it, Sam? I'm sure you'd agree. An absolute dream location, like I say, you're only 5 minutes walk, and you could have your toes in the golden sand there at the beach. And conveniently, you've got Bayfair Shopping Centre, that's only moments away as well. If you fancy a quick 9 holes after work, well, don't stress, Omanu and the Mount Golf Clubs, well, they won't burden you with a long commute either. So, ladies and gentlemen, a really nice opportunity there. Up to you to tell me where you'd like to start the bid. 48 Concord Avenue, Mount Maunganui. In your hands, bidders, buyers, cash, that's what we deal with in the auction. Remind you, of course, I'm sure there's some, we know there's conditional interest here. We'll be watching along at home and very keen to hopefully be able to get hold of this one. But cash, that's what we deal with here. First, second, third, call. Okay, conditional buyers happy, they've still got the opportunity. Work with Sam there, he'll be happy to take those offers to the sellers there. Wish you the best of that one, and I'm sure it won't be too long before we see a sold sticker out the front there. Thank you. All the best, Sam. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 12 today, 159 Sapphire Drive. We saw him up here before, and Isaac Jacobs back again. I told you he was busy, and it is no lie, as you can see. Back again, a wonderful offering he's brought to the table here. On behalf of his sellers, we offer it to you, the buyers here. And well, it's been built to the highest of standards. This 2019 home, well, it combines brick and weatherboard to bring you fantastic family living. The unique identifier, that's where you'll find all of that legal description. That's SA 57C Folio 571. It is a freehold estate of 750 square metres, more or less. Now, move-in day, well, that's only 29 days from the date of sale. And again, offer you that flexibility should you need it there. But, folks, 29 days, that's certainly not too long to wait before you get to move in to your new wonderful home there. And well, there's plenty to offer from this wonderful, superb home. Whether it's the beautiful tiles, the luxurious Godfrey Hirst carpet, the quality custom-made drapes that just add a touch of elegance to the home, I'm sure you'd agree. The kitchen, well, that effortlessly connects to that dining and living area, which seamlessly extends out to that outdoor patio. Great for entertaining, I'd imagine there. You've got the heat pump there to keep you nice and warm year round. You control the climate there. And your comfort, well, the master bedroom, that comes complete with the ensuite and your triple wardrobing, so you'll never have an excuse to leave the clothes lying on the floor again with that much wardrobing, I assure you. Spacious home, will it provides you ample room for the whole family to enjoy. That expansive lawn invites children, pets to frolic and play freely, allowing them just to enjoy the very best that, well, I'm assuming it was a very nice day, as you can see from the photos there. That's what you get when you buy a property like this. Beautiful days, beautiful home. We just look for some beautiful, wonderful new owners. In your hands, buyers, start us away. Tell me what you'd like to start at. Happy to work with you. Once, twice. Third call. Okay, no, don't look like we've got the cash on this one. We won't mess around there, Isaac. A little bit more work to do here, but I'm sure we now open it to that conditional pool. I'm sure it won't be too long. Wish you the best of luck there to you and your vendors. Thank you, George. Thanks very much. We'll be back very shortly with the result from lot number 5. Grant will be back with the result of that very shortly. Thanks very much.
Right, back we go, folks. Number 12, Hayden Lane there. We do make this, as I mentioned earlier, they are very important decisions. So can you just confirm for me, please, you've increased your bid to $861,000. $861,000 is the owner of the property. You're instructing me I sell to the highest bidder. On the market it goes here, folks, at $861,000 Kiwi dollars to the folks over here on my left-hand side for the one of a better bid. Who's called now? Any advance? Second time, I'll even take a $500 bid if it's going to help you. Third, final opportunity before it goes. Congratulations to our sellers. That concludes our offerings for you today, folks. We'll be back next week with another 4 absolutely outstanding properties on behalf of the team at EVES. Good afternoon, and we'll see you then. Thank you.